Alrighty, everyone, welcome on back to Pokemon Fridays at Natural 20 Games. It is not round 3. What am I doing? Uh-oh, there we are. And it is not these players, as we have instead Bryce H and Eli G up in this room. Let me real quick correct these names. Eli G. There we are. All right. There we go. All correct. I'm alone today. I'm your humble commentator, Sean, as I'll be commentating over your game. So stick on in, stay tuned as we play some Pokemon all day today. It's going to be a pretty light and chill day today, you know. Got a new player coming on in. Bryce has never played in the stream room quite yet, so we'll see how this goes. Players are set on up, getting our prize cards. They got our play. Oh, and we are all set. Good to go. Fist bump and flip into a Latias and Mew EX. Eli's going to be going first, so we're going to be trying to dump our hand and restarting as best we can. Oh, we flip over an EVEX as well, so it looks like we're going to be playing some Terra Box EV with our evolutions, such as most likely Flareon EX. So, first Friday, next Friday. First Friday is next Friday. That means our challenge is next Friday, so we're going to be having all of our players prepare for that. It's going to be a bit of a bigger one. You better be here for it, Jeremy. I see you in chat. You ain't here today. Taking that day off. So we're chilling. We're chilling. In the meantime, Eli has our Scream Tail putting on out with a energy attached, and we pass the turn. No damage on it either. We could have just done a real quick damage check, but I suppose we aren't. Scream Tail here does have the slap for 30 damage. You know, might as well soften up the Latias EX. And we pass on over. Latias EX also has a Dark-type weakness. Yep, Psychic Dragon, I believe. Got a Dark-type weakness. I thought I might have had a Fairy-type or a Psychic-type, but itself is Psychic, so we're good. Can't have a Psychic be weak to Psychic here. Dragons can only be weak to Dragons. Yep, I know some of the Megas don't have any weaknesses. It's kind of wild. We have an Arvin coming on out. We're going to be searching for a Pokemon tool and a Pokemon item. Poketool and item into our hand. Bryce only putting out just a Hoot and attaching a Eevee. We're going to be grabbing up a secret box. Or restart Mew EX. Surprised we didn't try to dump our hand here to do the restart ability. And we're going to be grabbing up a TMD Evolution. Getting that ready for our EVEX. We're going to be secret boxing up in here. Discarding an Energy Lilies. Looks like we're playing the last little bastion of Gardevoir EX before it rotates out. Let's see, Pokemon rotation here. Yep, April 10th is going to be the last rotation. That's going to be the Friday after First Friday. So get ready, as next week's going to be, again, like I said, the last bastion that we're going to see of our Gardevoir deck, as well as some of the classic cards in the format. Thank you for the Prime sub, Captain Kurt. Captain Kirkdo, thank you. 3-month streak. We're in here. We're in here. Avoiding the ads, I see. Avoiding the ads. I salute you. All right, we got an Artisan with the Lilies, as well as a Power Charm. Fun stuff. Grabbed up that TMD Evo. to discard to the secret box. We also have an evolution attached to Screamtail just to dump our hands a little bit. Oh, getting our Ralts out. So instead of just dumping the hands, we're just going to be using it. But Nest Ball. Got that league promo. Nest Ball. Searching for our basic Pokemon, putting it onto the bench. Getting another Curlia, perhaps? Or another Ralts here. Nope, Monkey Dory instead. That Adrena Brain here. We're going to be Evo our Curlia and passing it over to Bryce. Adrena Brain is active, so we'll be seeing how Bryce handles those damage counters being slung around every which way. Perhaps we got something in line soon. It looks like we do have that DE evolution, of course, has been discarded, so now we're not worried as Sylveon EX comes out. Oh, yeah, the best. Our wonderful Sylveon EX. Magical Charm and Angelite. Choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Shuffle those Pokemon and all attached into those deck. If one of your Pokemon uses Angelite during your last turn, this attack can't be used. But Magical Charm 160 during your opponent's next turn. Attacks used by the defending Pokemon do 100 less damage. Quite good. Sylveon EX. It's going to be trying to pretty much empty out the bench as best we can of the scarier Pokemons. And then trying to knock out the smaller Pokemons here with that Magical Charm. Has Bryce used the Artisan yet? I do not believe so. I believe he's taking his time with it. We're going to Pokepad here. Grabbing up Pokemon without a rules box. Getting a second Hoot. We have a Terra Pokemon, so our Noctowl is going to be searching up some cards. Bam! Noctowl comes on down with that Jewel Thief. Or is it something else? Jewel Seeker, not Jewel Thief. Oopsies. Jewel Seeker here. We're going to be searching up for any 2 trainer cards. Could be any type. We're going to get a Pokepad and pretty powerful effect on a evolution trigger. And a Sparkling Crystal. Sparkling Crystal is very important for some Terra Pokemon. So we got some Terra Box going here, but with a little bit more of a unique style with the Sylveon. We're going to get... Ooh, getting a Pokepad here. Oh, careful there. Eli caught it as Bryce can't evolve. He just played the Hoot. Probably just gonna grab it anyways, he says. Yep. Grab that Noctowl. I'm gonna shuffle. Shuffle our Pokemon. Shuffle our deck. Bryce has a little bit of a slow start here. He does have an Ultra Ball in hand, but nothing else. He needs more of those Jewel-seeking Hoot or Noctowls up. We're going to get that Sparkling Crystal and Electric Energy onto our Sylveon. Sylveon is, I believe, now online. We're going to retreat Latios in order to get that Angelite up. Shuffle away most likely Curlia and Monkey Dory, as we do not want Gardevoir online. Eli's going to be reading up what that does. All right. We get a EV. Looking at that Ultra Ball in hand, it looks like he's just going to keep it, shuffle away. Bryce said he forgot to Artisan. And he's just going to Artisan anyways. Get a little small, little basic here. Grab another Hoot Hoot just in case. I mean, Bryce did essentially reveal the Knocked Owl here, so Eli could take advantage of that and knock out the Hoot Hoot before he can evolve. So Bryce might as well have a replacement. Yep, Monkey Dory and Curly are going to get shuffled into the deck. Shuffle every part of that Pokemon, including the attached cards. We're going to shuffle them away. Move on over to Eli's turn. Getting knocked back a little bit. A lot of trainers in hand right now. Some hand disruption, I believe. I think I saw an Iono or a Lily's. Not sure which one. We're going to Artisan here for a Ralts. It's going to set, like I said, setting Eli back. Essentially time walking him. If you guys do not know that term, it's a term in Magic where you set your opponent back to repeat the action that they did last turn. Essentially skipping their turn and taking an extra turn after that. We're going to be Lily's Determination here. We have full prize cards, drawing 8. Hopefully drawing into something a little bit to advance the board state further than what it was last turn. Unfortunately, he's not going to be having a Curlia at all. Night Stretcher I see in hand. I see a Nest Ball. I see a couple of cards. I think it's a Pokegear 3.0. Not sure. No. Another Lily's here. We have a Nest Ball. No, he's going to think again. Is he going to just Nest Ball for the Monkey Dory again? He has a Dark Energy in hand, so he's probably just going to be doing that, except he's just not going to have a Curlia. Flips it over. He's going to be searching. He already has the Monkey Dory on top. Nope, he's going to get a second Ralts. He needs a, if anything, he probably needs a Rare Candy in order to, Rare Candy and Gardevoir in order to get that Ralts immediately to Gardevoir. Start dealing some damage to the Sylveon before Sylveon controls this board. As Sylveon doesn't, of course, doesn't have access to Angelite at the moment. Will be at least knocking out this, Screamtail, and if Eli goes to just evolve into into Curlia, it's just going to be shuffled away that next turn. It's going to be a little hard. Eli attaches an energy for turn. Bryce with this early Sylveon, making it nice and easy to control this board. Eli is just not going to be able to make a board state at all. We're going to slap, deal 30 damage to Sylveon EX. And passes the turn over to Bryce. Luckily, there was no hand disruption, no Iono. Play out a Knocked Owl to search. Second Night Stretcher. Oh. Area 0 under depths. And still searching. Let's bump this Artisan on top of filling up his own board state. He has a Terrapagos and a Flareon EX in the deck. Maybe he gets something to search out for one of those. Getting Area 0 is pretty good. We're going to get a Lily's Determination to get a redraw. Put those in hand. And bump the Artisan for an Area 0. And we're starting to fill up our board. We have a Leafeon in hand, probably evolving up our Eevee here. We're going to be discarding it to Ultra Ball with our Fan Rotom. Ultra Ball away. Yep, the Leafeon and Fan Rotom. What Pokemon are we searching for here? Terrapagos, Flareon. Those are pretty much the two biggest hits at the moment. Are we getting another Noctowl and searching even harder? Pheasantipity would be also a pretty good one, given that maybe Eli might turbo out this Gardevoir. Is a big chance we're gonna get not a Pokemon. Well, you did Ultra Ball. Okay, Brian. Eli luckily caught it. I was about to say, or a Noctowl here. All right, Noctowl, evolve Hoot Hoot, and get our 2 trainer cards. Buddy Buddy popping in something else. Another Ultra Ball, perhaps. Probably. Yep, Buddy Buddy. It's our other trainer card. Boss's Orders could be interesting, but looks like might be planning to Iono. Or not Iono, to Lily's Determination. We're going to get another Ultra Ball here. We're going to Buddy Buddy for a Hoot Hoot and a Fan Rotom. We're going to Fan Call. Jesus. Bryce has 6 cards in hand. He has a Judge in hand, so he's able to heal our opponent's way. Catch a Fire Energy onto Eevee. And we are going to Lily's. Shuffle away, draw 8. Again, still have prize cards. Full prize cards. We are just still setting up. I'm surprised Bryce hasn't just gone to swing as hard as he can with like a Terrapagos or anything like that. See how he goes. A little bit. 7, 8. There they are. Flip over into... There it is, the Terrapagos. Terrapagos EX, of course. At that unified beatdown 30 times the number of 30 times 30 damage for each of your benched Pokemon. Started. Knock out our Screamtail. And pass the turn. Eli goes and knocks the Area 0 Underdepths for a Mystery Garden. And Bryce is going to start discarding some bench Pokemon. He is terrified of that Terrapagos causing some damage. So we're going to get rid of our Noctowls, as those are no longer doing anything. They are there, but we do have a we have another Noctowl in hand, ready to search once again. So get prepared for that, y'all. Lily's Clefairy coming on out. All of our dragon types now have weakness to Psychic. That is a little bit of a... I mean, it also does some does a good amount of damage, but it's a little bit of an anti-Dragapult tech. We're gonna Night Stretcher up our Screamtail. We're gonna Counter Catcher up the Latias EX. We're gonna Mystery Garden here. We're drawing 3 cards here. Got a Fez. We draw 3 more cards here. Flippin' to Squipt. Scriptail did get knocked out last turn. Bunch of energy. Ultra Ball away and energy, and what else? Other energy, a Ralts. Looks like we're going to be Ultra Balling a Ralts away. And up a Gardevoir EX. That's what it looks like. Or are we getting a Curlia to evolve? We are getting a Curlia to evolve instead. Bryce could do a funny thing here. You know, Lily's Determination. Eli is going to shuffle away, draw 8. Again, no prize cards have been taken by Eli yet. Eli's trying her best to get a board state again. Bryce can easily just retreat, put out that Sylveon, and start getting the board shuffled back into the deck. Rare Candy, there it is. Eli's only window right now. Past 2 turns. Doing some energy searching here. Earthen Vessel. Got another Earthen Vessel, discarding even more energy away if we needed to. Looks like we're not going to, though, as we're going to retreat our Curlia and put up Lily's Clefairy. Lily's Clefairy has the Full Moon Rondo attack. Does 20 damage for each benched Pokemon. Crazy that we bumped away our opponent's Area 0 Underdepths. That would have caused a little bit more damage to be had, but I guess he needed to draw the cards in order to get to the state. Makes sense. Also surprised we didn't put up Screamtail. So it's going to be 220 damage that we're going to be doing, which is a max damage that it can make without Area 0 Underdepths. See if we can do anything else before then. Oh, we're going to be attaching some stuff to Mew just in case. Getting that wonderful Pokemon prepared. Can also start stacking up on a Screamtail if need be, but we're going to Full Moon Rondo, knocking out the Latias EX. I will say, I'm surprised he got the Mew online, because if anything, Bryce might be shuffling both that and the Gardevoir away. Yep, we're going to be moving up Sylveon, going to turn. Got a couple of options here. A good amount of lilies in hand. I want to shuffle away to get something new, something fresh. All right, got a knocked out. Let's start searching. Let's see what we can get. 2 trainer cards, a boss's orders we can easily get. Or to move up or move away the Clefairy. Move away Clefairy and put up something like Kirlia. I don't think he's going to be damaging any Pokemons here, maybe? Might be, like I said, shuffling away. Might be shuffling away the Mew and Gardevoir here, making it a little hard. But that Kirlia is going to be up. Eli could easily... Carmine. Or not Carmine. That's yeah. Card that gets the energy. We're gonna start getting Terrapagos online is what we're gonna do. Angelite. Definitely the Gardevoir. And Mew. Shuffling away some energy and Gardevoir. That's going to be also less Pokemon on the bench for Full Moon Rondo. Going to be only 160 right now. Alright, Gardevoir evolved. Marvin played, getting an Ultra Ball and a Power Charm. Ultra Ball away. 2 cards here, an Energy and some Trainer. To get a Mega Diancie. Mega Diancie has Diamond Coat, takes 30 less damage from attacks, and Garland Ray 120 times. Discard up to 2 energies from this Pokemon, deals 120 to each card you discarded this way. Up to a maximum of 240. It's pretty good. So we're going to attach up some energy onto it, and then unattach and deal 240 to the Sylveon. Sylveon's knocked out. We're grabbing up some cards here. Eli, what you down to? We're down to 2 energy, or 2 prize cards. He discarded 2 energy. Ugh. As he did take 2 from the earlier knockout of Latias. Latias EX also gives 2 bright cards. It's back over to Bryce's turn. Bryce has to also do his best at re-getting a board state. Sylveon was his control piece, but unlucky for Bryce, Eli was able to continue to get Gardevoir out and swinging, especially with a Diancie constantly dealing extra, that 240 damage every single turn. Same time, taking 30 less damage. It's only at 230 HP, and Terapagos' attack does not deal enough. Oh, we got some people, got some heads peering over. Give them a quick head pat, why don't you? Alright, I'm gonna go let them know that they have time in the round, so stay tuned for just a second. Alrighty, hey, we're at turn 0. Active player, and they are scooping up. Who got it? Eli? It's probably Eli. Eli would just go to turn, Bravery Charm on it as well, and we just keep knocking it out. So Eli gets the win. Good job to Eli for winning round 1 of Pokemon Friday night. So stay tuned as we get round 2 set up. Good stuff. We will be right back for round 2. So go ahead and grab yourself some drinks, some food, get your deck, maybe do some deck techs, maybe do some test hands and see how it goes. We'll be right back. Alrighty, everyone, welcome on back to round 2 of Friday Night Pokemon. Eli's back in the room with that Gardevoir deck, so we'll be seeing how did Eli win with the Mega Diancie. Going to turns, of course. He had all the outs, and luckily was able to just get that win, so it's all good. Eli got it. Playing Gardevoir here. Gardevoir EX, not Mega Gardevoir, but Mega Diancie at least. Then we got Luna. Luna back in. Everything's all set up. Everyone's setting up their games nice and fast. Let's start it on out. We flip over. Luna's on the Dreepy still, on that Dragapult. Fun stuff. So we're gonna be seeing a little bit of a hard battle as Eli's gonna be trying to look for that Lily's. Like I was seeing last round, that Lily's Clefairy being a pretty good counter to the Dreepy, or the Dragapult. I'm looking at Dreepy, so yeah. Dragapult Queen, heck yeah. He's been on Dragapult for quite some time here. Especially after, I believe, January. I think she started playing Dragapult mid-February? Kept on going. We got our Duskulls, and we're gonna Buddy Poppin for 2 Duskulls and 2 Dreepies, 2 Buddy Poppins. Quite an opening hand we got. Filling up our board immediately. Only with a Scream Tail on board, just like last round. Oh, no, last round Eli had a Mew. That's right. Eli had a Mew on board. Eli's saying, I'm get her one last go before she leaves. Before our Guardy, before our Queen Gardevoir leaves. We'll miss her. Maybe. Depends on if you like Gardevoir or not, y'all. I know some Gardevoir haters up in here. We got an Earthen Vessel. Gonna be searching out for even more energy. So first we're gonna play a Ralts though. And he's thinking about that Earthen Vessel. We do have a TM Evo in hand, so I'm just going to be getting up, that energy. Just 2 Psychic Energy here. Also looking at that Kirlia already. He already knows what's going to happen. He's getting 2 Kirlias. You planning on playing a second Ralts here? Oh. Alright. 2 energy. We're gonna attach up the energy and Evo. We're gonna then Ultra Ball away our Power Charm and energy to get a second Ralts here. And then we're gonna TM Evo. We have a Lily's Determination in hand. Looks like we're gonna be having to draw here. Charm and Psychic away here. Yep, we're gonna shuffle away. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna Lily's here in order to draw some cards here. Yeah, we're gonna Lily's. He was thinking might be going to grab those Kirlias, but let's Lily's first. Fill up our hand. What a amazing start! Oh my word! I'm the Guardy hater. How dare our Queen Guardy? I love Gardevoir. When that card dropped, it was so cool. That with the other Gardevoir, the Refinement Gardevoir. Oh, Refinement was such a good ability on that Kirlia. We got a third Ralts onto the field. Oh my word. We're getting all of the backups. Luna's gonna be a little scared come time, and we're gonna. Shall we get a 4th Ralts here, Eli? You want to get a 4th Ralts? Why don't we? You know. No, okay, Monkey. No, okay, no Monkey Dory, no Monkey Dory. That would have been funny. That would have been really funny. Monkey Dory. Okay, never mind. We do get Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory with those Duskulls, or perhaps coming into Dusk Noir or Dusclops. Or Dusclops into, or Dusk Noir area. Gonna be stopping up that Monkey Dory unless Luna specifically targets that Monkey Dory away. Yep, let's get our Kirlias on out with our TM Evo. And pass the turn over to Luna. Boom! There's the Dusclops. Already trying to Trying to control this board here. Those Curlias have 120 HP, but this Dusclops going to be dealing 50. Quite a hefty amount, especially when our Gardevoirs hurt our own Pokemon. Putting damage counters, 2 damage counters for each energy we get. We're going to Lilies away as well, shuffling and drawing 8. Getting a fresh start. I mean, we did dump our hand here that first turn with a bunch of Dreepies and a bunch of Duskulls. This is going to be a little bit of a faster game. It did go to time last round. Just the time, though. I mean, didn't go actually full 3 turns here. As Eli was showing a board presence quite easily. There's all the 8. Oof, that Neo upper energy immediately to get... Yep. Oh, Dragapult. So good. And let's start Recon. Let's get another Dragapult here. Or another Dreepy. Nope. Okay, we're going to go put it away. There we go. Second one. Jamming Tower I saw. Got a Boss's Orders and an Iono in hand. We can disrupt Eli's next game plan here a little bit with that Iono. If we use it next turn. Let's see. Got De-Evolution. Uh-oh. That's kind of a spicy draw from Eli. Top deck quite spicy, quite harsh if actually. But we're going to Iono first and disrupt the hand. Luna had a couple of Ionos in hand, so probably was planning to do the same. Alright, just grabbing up 6 each. Hilda, Energy, and a true Luna into the Dragapult. Oh, this is not Eli's day right now. Eli needs a Gardevoir right now in order to stop what's going to happen. I'm surprised he didn't go for the evolution into Iono in order to, or de-evolution to get these, Oh, he just gets the evolution, actually. That way he can turbo out his Gardevoir rather than setting back Luna a little bit. A little surprised again. Got a Gardevoir, and where's our second Gardevoir? There it is. So Eli set up. Luna has a Dragapult in hand, ready to start going off. So we're going to Recon Directive twice here. Put out our Dragapult. Got a Pokepad. There it is, Pokepad. Can't get Dragapult EX with it, but we can get another... Oh, we're going to get Badoo with it in order to stop Eli's next game plan of item usage. It's not going to be too well. Okay, no, we decide otherwise. We're just going to get the Cloak with that Recon Directive. Drawing up more cards. Need a way also to retreat this Cloak. You can really just attach an energy and then retreat it, so not too big. Only has retreat for 1. We're gonna play it. We're gonna Recon Directive. Take a look. Yep. We're going to go ahead and evolve up a Dragapult. We're going to Luminous Energy and Ultra Ball, discarding a Fez and Dragapult? Or the Energy? Okay. And Ultra Ball, the other Ultra Ball. Getting up a Badoo. He's a very weak Pokemon at 30 damage, so you have to be a little careful as it'll get pretty much immediately knocked out with Monkey Dory and Gardevoirs. So this is pretty much only really one turn. Oh, we're going to move up a Guardy here. And then Itchy Pollen. Bit of an interesting one. Makes sense for Screamtail to get moved back, though. Gotta be spending a little more resource, a little more damage to retreat. How many Psychic Energies we got, Eli? We're going to attach up one from our hand. And our one supporter is going to be an Arven. Okay, he was looking at the lilies. See if he wanted to get a quick redraw, but decided against it. Got an Earthen Vessel and secret box and something else. Need a Poke Tool and an item. Earthen Vessel for sure. Then probably De-Evolution to discard to it. Or we grabbing up De-Evolution to stop the Dragapult here. Of course, unfortunately, Luna does have 3 Dracloaks, so this kind of doesn't stop the Dragapult from coming down. Alright, we're going to start moving and retreating our Gardevoir. Putting up Screamtail. We're going to slap to knockout. Take a prize card, Eli. First prize card of the game. Goes down to 5. And it moves up a Dracloak, soon to be a Dragapult, most likely. Recon Directive first. Recon Directive 2, get a Dragapult. Yep. Recon Directive 3. I think a boss's orders that was. No Neo Upper, though. Pokepap. A Dust Noir, yep. We attempting to knock out probably Monkey Dory here. Eli wasn't able to get a Dark Energy onto the Monkey Dory last turn to heal up the Gardevoir and knock out the Badoo for free. We had to slap it in order to knock it out. We're going to Hilda. That's our one supporter. We're searching for an evolution Pokemon and an energy, so this is going to get up our Dusclops and Neo Upper. Perfect. Neo Upper is going to be able to turn this. Yeah, careful. And I just dropped a card. We're going to be putting this Dragapult online as well as getting a Dusclops. So, we're going to evolve up our Dusclops. Yep. Evolve Dusclops, and we have only the one Dragapult in hand now. Neo Upper, evolve. Counter Catcher up the Gardevoir. Moving it up. Flops it. 130 onto it. Eli's going to take another prize card. So we're going to swing for knock and put another all 6 onto Gardevoir. 6 on guard. Oh. Yeah, now, there we go, there we go. Eli has 9 total damage counters on it. There we go. There we go. Luna's taking names, knocking some stuff out. Where's our lilies, though? We need our lilies. Not Determination, but Clefairy in order to make it a little easier to knock out these Dragapults. Screamtail's moved up, so we got our big hitter. Mew EX and a Nest Ball. There it is, Lily's Clefairy. Making all of our dragons weak to Psychic. Adrenal Brain 3 onto Dusk Clops. Screamtail, like I said, it's got that Roaring Scream. Roaring Scream does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each damage counter. But if you do target a bench Pokemon, you don't apply weaknesses or resistance. If you do target your the main one, you do apply those. So 20 damage for each damage counter. That's to a maximum of 8 damage counters onto it. Oh, except we're going to move up Mew. Oh. We're going to be, we're going to be using Mew's own move. Attaching it and using the Genome Hacking move. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's action and use it. We're going to use Phantom Dive and knock out Dragapult and the Dusclops. Oh no! Because of the weakness, deals 400 damage. And then 6 damage counters onto the bench Pokemon. Absolutely disgusting. Able to get out that Clefairy. Oh no, Luna. Eli's going down to 2 to 1 on here. Luna's down to 4. There we go. Update that for them. We're gonna Night Stretcher first. Get a Pheasantipity in order to get a redraw here. Got a Lilies, do some hand disruption first. Or sorry, Iono. Yep, Iono to do some hand disruption. Eli was only gonna draw 1 here. You shuffle to the bottom, draw equal to prize cards. Luna draws 4. Then we're going to draw 3 more here come Fez. As well as looking at even more cards with Dracloak here. Recon Directive. We're going to flip the script. I'm surprised we didn't grab the Dragapult. We moved the Dragapult to the bottom. Makes sense, you know, it's weak. Plus, it's not going to be online here. Makes it a little harder to get online, a little harder to get going. But we do have another Dragapult in hand. Oh, okay, looks like. Okay, Luna did grab. Did grab at least a Dragapult. We're good, we're good. Jamming Tower, no more items. That's not really. Oh, attach up an energy, evolve. And do we go for knockout? Probably. Trying to capture up the Gardevoir, ensuring that thing's knocked out. Use Genome Hacking. Still going to be online. It's going to be a little hard to knock it out, actually. Ugh. Got our own Monkey Dory in hand. If only we had Dark Energy to attach it, or Energy to attach for turn. Yep, we're just going to knock out the Gardevoir and do 6 on to you. Oh, nope, not knocking it out. Never mind. There you go. Gardevoir's a little beefier than that. Yep, 310 HP. Little beefier than I thought. I honestly thought it was I thought it was 280. It still wouldn't have been knocked out. I'm just dumb. That's 200 onto it. Another 6 onto the Mew. Mew only does have 180 HP. Yeah, 180, so it only has about 60 HP left, but we're going to Dream Brain to heal it up a little bit. Dealing some damage onto here. I'm going to Iono. Disrupting some hands. Eli's only going to draw 1 here, but with Mew, we're able to play this card here. Mew is able to draw 3 fresh cards on top of it. And we just passed the turn. Luna goes to turn. This is Luna's. Gonna be 260 onto that on that Gardevoir. Counter catcher up the Mew in order to knock it out. And knock out Mew and Gardevoir. And Luna takes it immediately with just the top deck of a counter catcher and some good hand disruption. Luna knocks out the Mew for 200 and then moves all 6 damage counters on to Gardevoir. That is just enough to knock it out. Luna the GOAT. The GOAT as Luna takes it. We're going to be moving into round 3. Eli's knocked on out. Probably not going to be seeing Eli next round. Maybe we see Luna, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right. And that was with 1 prize card on Eli. My word. All right. Well, we'll be right back with round 3. So stay tuned. Stick on by. Natural 20. Again, I'm your humble commentator, Sean. Always here to give you color commentary on what's happening in the crazy world of Pokemon TCG competitive. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Alrighty, everybody, welcome on back to round 3 of Pokemon Fridays. Round 3 is now starting on up as we don't got Luna in here. Just that one little repeat last time of Eli winning, getting in the next round. Then we got Carlos the Brick and Sawyer F ready to go. They're going to be starting on up here. Fist bump and flip into Jellicent and Snowrun. Uh-oh, we got some Frostlass coming on in. Let's see how this goes for our boys. We got Carlos the Brick, because he don't brick. He's been bricking every time he's come on stream, so might be a little bit of a different case nowadays. But at the moment, let's take a look and see how this goes. Jellicent on the board is going to be doing some itchy pollen fun stuff, just like Badoo, but in its own way. In the meantime, we got our Earthen Vessel away for 2 more energy. Carlos is going to be taking a look, seeing what might be prized. He knows his deck well enough. Shuffle away and continuing on our turn. But we do have to be careful here. Alright. Going to be Ralton up. And then passing the turn. Buddy Poffin. This is going to be Sawyer's only time to be using our items, as they're going to be shut off next turn. Pidgey and Froakie. Getting a Greninja up in here. It's going to be nice and cool. Probably our Greninja EX, our fighting type Greninja. The Shinobi later, Mirage Barrage. We're going to be Lily's Determination. Trying to get a rare candy into Greninja. There's our 8, I believe. Yep. Duskull. Jamming Tower, no more items. And then pass the turn back to Carlos. We're going to be bumping the Jamming Tower for Team Rocket's Watchtower. I was playing with a card here, thinking probably Iono or Lilies. Looks like Iono, okay. Looking down, maybe Iono here. Yep, we're an Iono. Shuffle our hand, put it to the bottom. Then drawing prize cards. 6, a little bit of hand destruction from Sawyer. That'll be what we want. Got another Duskull in hand, I see. What was a rare candy? Ooh, got the rare candy. Needs the card. Not sure if Sawyer got the Ultra Ball, but Carlos did. Looks like Carlos is on. Yep, with that Ralts on the field, of course. Putting the Lily's Clefairy away. We don't need no Dragon types across the board here, so we're not going to be starting. So we got another Guardy coming on in here soon, or we're going to get Curlia first. By the way, Carlos is taking up Eli's mantle as the Gardevoir player, seeing how this is going to win. And we are going to Omen. Itchy pollen, but psychic. Sawyer drawing a card for turn, playing a energy into Hilda. Let's get up an evolution and an energy as well. There is the Frostlass that we were expecting. Yep, there it is, the Mega Frostlass. Finally, I get to see Mega Frostlass. We're going to be taking a look and reading it. In the meantime, while Carlos is reading up what that card does, let ourselves read up what it does. Resentful Refrain does 50 damage for each card in your opponent's hand. And then Absolute Snow is 150. And then the active Pokemon, your opponent's active Pokemon, is then asleep. So we're going to Resentful here, knocking it out, taking a prize card. It's going to deal a good amount of damage. No need for items here, as Trainer's all we got. Rare Candy would have been great, though. Rare Candy Greninja would have been cool. Either way, Carlos goes to turn with only a Curlia out in the field. No outlet for the energy, the Psychic Energy in yard yet. We are going to Earthen Vessel, I think that is. Yep, Earthen Vessel, our 2 Psychic Energy, is underneath the Night Structure, so we discarded it. Then we're going to Ultra Ball away those 2 energy. This, of course, we're going to be grabbing up most likely Gardevoir. We're going to be grabbing up also, yep, just getting all of our Psychic Energy in line on our graveyard, or our discard. Grabbing up Gardevoir. Do we have a redraw in hand, Carlos? Or are we just banking on the fact that we're not going to die? Oh, we're grabbing Pheasantipity first. Alright. We want to redraw a good kind of cards, maybe draw into Gardevoir is our best hopes, instead of having an empty bench. As that Frostlass will be knocking out this Curlia very easily. I only have 1 card in hand, but 50 damage is nothing to scoff at, especially on a kind of a weak Pokemon like Curlia. I think Curlia only has 100 HP. So if we see an Iono into just a Resentful Refrain, then that's it. But we did draw 3 cards here. Did we get the... Did not get the Gardevoir. We haven't used our trainer or our supporter yet. We're going to Lily's Determination to draw a perfect card here if we wanted to redraw. Draws us the most cards in this case. We get our Gardevoir. And an outlet. Okay, we got a Ralts, so back up just in case. Rare Candy and an Iono, I saw. I think we did get a Ultra Ball here to discard. Counting up our Psychic Energy. Yep, we did get that Ultra Ball. Looks like we're going to be playing. Starting. It's going to be a little bit hard of a choice here. Always 2 supporters. Counter. Ooh, careful. Counter Catcher. I mean, we do want to knock out this Frostlass, but 310. The weakness to Steel. And there's no good Steel types. There are no good Steel types in Standard right now. Oh. In rotation. Carlos is also going to be wanting to dump his hand out as best he can in order to stop this Frostlass from doing a whole lot of damage. I think he only has 4 cards left in hand at the moment, so that's 200 already. I think he might want to Rare Candy his Gardevoir in order to get even less. cards in his hand. Nope. Okay, he's just gonna evolve. We're gonna retreat it, putting up a Ralts here. Catching up an energy in order to get, again, just less cards, and then using the attack to draw a card. Doesn't really help. This Ralts is definitely going to be knocked out here. We are going to get a Dust Noir here. We're going to Rare Candy up the... Oh, no. Rare Candy up the Dust Noir. We're going to get our tree here. Grand tree. Once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for a stage 1 that evolves from a stage 1 in the basic Pokemon, put it on this Pokemon to evolve it. If that Pokemon has evolved in this way, that player may search for a stage 2. Basically, it fully evolves a Pokemon here. Got Colress's Tenacity. Getting our Stadium and an energy. An Ultra Ball here. Get a Dusclops. Evolve our Duskull into it. This is essentially... this is pretty much almost game. If he's able to get a Dust Noir... Or, no, because he's going to try to do Froakie here, I think? Or is he going to try to do Dust Noir, knock out everything, and then Frostlass for the KO on Gardevoir? I think he's trying to go for a complete board wipe. Does he have it? Deal 50 to this Ralts. He needs, like I said, he needs that Dust. Okay, we're going to knock the Ralts first. What are we putting up, Carlos? Probably the Fez? Yep. Putting up the Fez. You're not going to use the Grand Tree? Not to get like Pidgeot EX. Pop it onto Gardevoir. Putting 5 more damage counters onto it. 90 damage on it. We're going to KO the Fez, moving up the Gardevoir. This is... Oh, this is hard. Yeah. So you're saying can't do the Grand Tree right away. You have to wait a turn. It's like evolving a basic Pokemon, but it just goes all the way up. It's like a rare candy, sort of, kinda. Mew EX. Are we gonna genome? Are we gonna genome hack here in order to Frostlass? Lily's Determination first, it looks like. Unless, no. He's going to read up the move and know what it does. I can barely see what that dice is. So I changed out the dice. I still can't see what that dice says. I think it only has 1 damage counter on it. No. Yeah, maybe. Iono? Yep, we're an Iono here. Hand disruption. Making so you only have 2 cards in hand. If we were going to genome hack, this is not the play to go. We did have a bit more cards in hand than before. Got Mega Diancie. Mega Diancie's pretty darn good here. A Diamond Coat and Garland Ray. Dealing 240 to something. Only 1 card in hand. This process not going to deal too much. Unless we have our own Iono in order to have Carlos draw a couple more cards. We're going to restart here. Play a Monkey Dory. Attach. Perfect. Draw. We're going to retreat, putting up Mega Diancie. Then we're going to attach 2 counters onto it and then deal that 240 on to Mega Frostlass. I do not think this is knockout. Mega Frostlass is still pretty beefy. This is Carlos's only out here. 1 card in hand. This Frostlass is only going to be dealing 20 damage to this Mega Diancie. Is that 5 damage counters right now? So we drain your brain. It has 20 HP left. Oh. Just not enough to absolutely deal with it. Night Stretcher. Getting up a Duskull. Lily's Determination, shuffle away. Maybe try to see if we can get a rare candy Dust Noir. Surprised we haven't used this Grand Tree yet to evolve our Froakie. Try to deck thin a little bit that way. Or even our Pidgey into Pidgeot EX. Three Buddy Poffins. Oh my god. We're in a tree Froakie here. Gonna immediately go up to... Yep, there's Frogadier into our Greninja. Shinobi Blade does 170, then search your deck for a card, put it in your hand, then shuffle, and then Mirage Barrage. Discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. The attack does 120 to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Attach up, and then we're going to snow it and put our Diancie to sleep. Gonna roll. It is still asleep. Unfortunate. a good amount of damage onto it as well. We have to switch this Mega DNC out in order to deal damage to it. Put a Bravery Charm. Looks to be on... Nope. We're deciding against it. We're going to put it onto DNC, give it a little bit more heft. Oh, we're going to correct the damage counters because of it's minus 30. There we go. Yep, we're going to attach that Bravery Charm, give it a little more heft, 50 extra HP. Hopefully it's going to survive one more attack here. You have to wait. It has to wake up at some point, right? We're going to restart draw 2. Iono. Shuffle away. Draw 4 for Carlos, 2 for Sawyer. 8 minutes left in round. 2/3 of the way through this one. A little over 2/3. 3/4. No. Yeah, just about. Super Rod up a Fez and something else to the top. Just Fez. Just Fez. We're gonna Drainer Brain. Probably heal up Diancie a little bit again. Frostlass. Probably put it onto Frostlass. Yep, knocking it out. Taking 3 prize cards. Oh my word, Carlos. You're down to 1 left, but you have a Sleep Diancie, and he has a Greninja. That's going to be dealing a whole bunch of damage. Judge, we're going to grab a Judge real quick. Grab up Judge Jose. Luckily, the GOAT, Professor Jose, still here. And the game's over. Who got it? Who got it? Okay, there we go. All right, sweet. Sawyer got it. All right, there we are. Sawyer got it with the win. Beat that Sleep and a backup Greninja. Makes sense. Carlos, unfortunately, just could not get it. And is unfortunate. And the sleep, as he can't try to attack and hope for a sleep roll. It's the only way to get unsleep is between the turns in the Pokemon checkup. Grass Sawyer on the Frostlass win. We'll see if he makes it to the final round. Not this time, but not this round. We'll get into round 4 here in just a second, so stay tuned, stick on by, as we only have about 4.5 minutes. Come to the end of round 3, so go grab some, go real quick, grab some water, y'all. Stay hydrated and get some snacks in you, or anything, chips. Get a cookie. You deserve it. We'll be right back with round 4, so stay tuned. Hello, everybody! Welcome on back to round 4 of Pokemon Fridays. Once again, humble commentator Sean right here, going to be commentating over your game, giving you some insight onto what's being played and what's going on. Sawyer versus Luna, our 2 winners. Fist bump and flip. So this is going to be an interesting match, as it's going to be Polt versus Frostlass. It's going to be a little bit of an interesting match. Dragapult does have, I don't think, any weakness triggers. Yep, no weakness, unfortunately. So normally dragon types have like weakness to ice, I think, right? I think usually that's how it is. Either way, Sawyer starts out getting a bit more of a snow runts. Got a Froakie already on out as well, and a Duskull to boot. Luna starts out with a Latias V, or Latias V. We're not that. We're not going back that far. Latias EX on the field. Luna's gonna put out the Iono. Gonna be rotating away here. That card. Grabbing up 6 cards, Duskull, and a Buddy. Searching up for more basic cards. Oh, there you go, Badoo and Dreepy. Gonna take a look through as well to see what might be in the prize zone. Got any Dragapults? We got some Dragapults prepared. Dragapults ready. We're going to shuffle away. Got 4 cards left. Probably going to be retreating up our Latias and doing an Itchy Pollen. Alright, got Luminous Energy onto our Dreepy, retreat, and Itchy Pollen. Sawyer's now not able to use items. Pokepad in hand, quite useless in this moment. And a bunch of Pokemon that need evolutions. Duskull in hand though, Night Stretcher's offline, Pokepad's offline. Alright, let's attach up an energy to our Snorunt. Pidgeotto in hand, that can't do anything, and we have to just pass turn. Luna gonna Ultra Ball here. Ultra Ball away, I think a Hawlucha and Counter Catcher. Getting a Dragapult. Or sorry, Dracloak. Evolve and Iono. So let's shuffle real quick and, or sorry, Lily's. Huh. Lily's Determination. We're just going to cut. And drawing 8. God, Lily is so good. 8 cards right there. It's so good. We're going to get our second Dreepy out and getting that prepared. We're going to Recon Directive start. We're going to start Recon Directiving. Putting a Boss's Orders, I think, into our hand. That makes sense. Get a little bit of a more board control going. So we're going to Itchy Pollen. Pass it over. He just draws an energy. This is not going to change anything of his turn. Been doing. Alright, Froakie is then going to use whatever attack it uses. Flock! Search your deck for 2 Froakies and put them onto your bench, then shuffle. So we're going to get more Froakies in order to shuffle away and also deck thin. We're going to evolve our into our Dracloak. Recon Directive twice. There's our Dragapult. Yoinking that, I bet. Unless we want boss's orders. Oh, we're gonna shuffle away that Dragapult. Probably already have, I believe. No, looks like I already have a Dragapult in hand. I think. It's very hard. Luna's hands shuffling is very quick. Catch it. We do not have a Dragapult. No, we do. We do. Jamming Tower, no more items. Or no more Poketools. Got a Monkey Dory in hand, I see. And we're gonna Dawn. We're gonna search for a basic stage 1 and stage 2 Pokemon. Are we grabbing up some Duskulls and Dusknoirs? Get a Dreepy? Okay. That works. Yep. Dusclops here. And a Dragapult. A little bit of a weird line here. I didn't know Dreepy evolved into Dusclops. Play the Dreepy, evolve into our Dusclops and Dragapult. Get that Neo Upper energy. Night Stretcher up the Hawlucha. Can't really play it right now, unfortunately. Dusclops popped onto the Snover. For 5 damage counter. Player gets a prize card. First prize card. Thank you for the follow, Ash. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. We are Natural 20. We play Pokemon every Friday. Full tournament. Over 30 people consistently. Countercatcher putting up the Dusclop or the Duskull. Play a Hawlucha. Dealing 10 onto Snover, and then 10 onto the Froakie. Phantom Dive, knock. Taking 3 prize cards right there. Luna is just absolutely demolishing the board state because of that early Badoo. Well, luckily Sawyer is now able to start using items. Night Stretcher in hand. As well as a Stadium, I saw. Grand Tree. Put out a Snover. Bump the Jamming Tower for Grand Tree. Maybe evolve into our wonderful Greninja. It's not going to be online, unfortunately, because no energy is attached. More Luna love? Absolutely. Luna's a fan favorite of this store. Fan favorite of this channel. Hook pad. And then Ultra Balling Pheasantipity. We're gonna get Frogadier, evolving away. We're gonna then Grand Tree onto our main Afroki to evolve it all the way up to Greninja. Shinobi Blade and Mirage Barrage. Be dealing a good amount of damage here. I'll flip the script here, drawing 3 more. 2 rare candies, Jesus. That was an unfortunate one. 2 rare candies in a boss's order. Ugh. Bit of a hard hand, and I think he has another Greninja in hand. He can't evolve it, he just evolved into Frogadier. My wife, lol, that's fair. Alright, we boss's order up the Dracloak. Pass the turn. Recon Directive. Recon Directive number 2. Buddy or Pokepad? Take the Pokepad. Jesus. You got such a massive hand. Sawyer would love to see a Frostlast at this point in order to move it up and then just immediately knock out. We're going to move up the Fez. Luna wants to retreat this Dracloak so bad, but unfortunately was not able to. Kores's... Got Kores's... Oh, okay, there we go. Get our another Greninja. There up. Kores's Tenacity. Stadium and an energy. We're just gonna get the energy though, because Grand Tree is already on out here. We're gonna use it to get the Mega Frostlast. There we go. A little bit. We can retreat the Fez. It would be nice and easy, but we need to retreat and put an energy on the Mega Frostlast, which is a lot harder. We're going to attach our energy for turn onto Mega Frostlast. That's all we need. We pass the turn. Then it goes to turn in order to do some Recon Directive. And Recon the second time. See an energy in Fez. We're going to grab up the Fez here. Militia is no longer useful. Only we had a way of knocking out our own Pokemon. We'll attach our energy onto Dracloak. Got a boss's order. Gonna boss up. What are we bossing up? Greninja. And we're gonna retreat. Putting up our Dragapult. Oh. Do we decide against that? Yep, okay. We just do that. Phantom Dive on all 6 on the Fez. There we are. Oh, welcome on in, Radio. Thank you for follow. Welcome on into Pokemon. Is Deju Dan gonna play on stream today? I think Deju Dan might have trumped out. Unfortunate. He has not been at top seeds at all. I didn't see. Unless next round he might play against Bucket Hat Arnell. I'll guarantee you guys that we're going to have Bucket Hat Arnell on stream. He has gone undefeated all day today, so you'll be seeing them. In the meantime, Luna and Sawyer dominating with Dragapult and Frostlass. Both of these players have gone undefeated as well. Also order up the Dracloak once again. Luna's getting a little tired of bringing up this Dracloak now. Having to retreat it every single time. We're on a recon directive, trying to find an energy to use as a retreat cost. Iono and a Pokeball, or an Ultra Ball, or a Night Stretcher. There it is. We're going to retreat once again. And GG, as we're going to be knocking out both the Fez and the Greninja. Luna gets it once again, showing the power of Dragapult. Sawyer was trying to go for something niche with the Mega Frostlass, and it was doing well. It was doing so well. If you guys saw last round, it was doing great, especially against Gardevoir. Gardevoir rotating out in 2 weeks on the 10th of next month. We have a lot of Gardevoir. We had a lot of Gardevoir players today, and Sawyer was absolutely demolishing them. But luckily, he went against the Dragapult. But unluckily, he lost against the Dragapult, and no longer has to play against a, or probably no longer has to play against a Gardevoir. Good luck in next round, both these players. But round 5, our final round of tonight, we are going to be seeing Bucket Hat Arnell, our young prodigy, coming on in and showing his chops. So stay tuned for round 5. As we get things set up and we get all the other games out of here. So, go grab a drink, go grab a snack. Stay tuned as we be right back.
best, wanting to be sure. Chaos in my mind, constant deja vu. But every time, it comes back to you.
Alrighty, everyone, welcome on back to the finals of Friday Night Pokemon at Natural 20 Games. We got in the room the one, the only, the legendary, the mythic, the man himself, Bucket Hat Arnell. Across Patrick G is going to be taking on the legacy of Arnell here. Good luck to our top players. Pat Arnell's been doing pretty good all game. One second. He was a little worried there for a second because he was like, "Wait, I could see your hand on stream." I was like, "No, keep it behind the playmat, and then we're all good." That is our game. Let's start it on out. Timer started. We're gonna flip over into Hawlucha and Dunsparce. That is an unfortunate start from our man Arnell. Hawlucha wants to be played into the bench. Does not want to be immediately put out. We're gonna Buddy Poffin here, and we're gonna grab up some. Let me grab it up. Dreepy, Badoo, Duskull, and Dreepy. We are playing some Dragapult with our man Arnell. We'll see how that goes. Oh man. Quite a hard, pretty good opening. I think with the Hawlucha, Arnell would have preferred something else, but you know what? We can handle that. Patrick is going to go to turn here. Plays own Buddy Poffin. Searching our deck here for Dunsparce. And an Abra is what it looks like. That's the two Pokemon we want, Patrick. Abra and Fan Rotom here. Of course, the classic Fan Call. As we're going to get Dunsparce, or sorry, not Dunsparce, just Dunsparce and Dunsparce and all of the Dunsparces in the world. So we get 3 colorless Pokemon with 100 or less HP. We also got an Abra here, so it looks like we are, yep, with the Dunsparce, of course, we are playing some Alakazam. Alakazam is all about stacking our hands full of cards. Frostlass's worst or best enemy to go against. Yo, welcome on in, Power Goblin. Welcome on in. Playing some Pokemon today, as per usual. Every Friday, baby. Every Friday. Got our Dracloak number 1 coming on out. Perfect. Into a Pokepad for, I'm assuming, Dracloak number 2. Getting our Dracloak Recon Directive. Getting a top 2, putting 1 to our hand, 1 in the bottom. We also got a Latias EX, and we're going to Lily's Determination. Shuffle away to draw 8 cards. Just going to cut the deck. There's our 8 cards. Luminous Energy onto Dracloak. Almost getting online. We're going to Ultra Ball away our Dragapult EX and an Energy in order to get something a little better. Perhaps a Fez? Nope, a Dusk Hops. Trying to knock out Pokemon early on. Alright, let's do the first Dragapult top deck here. Puts a Night Stretcher into hand. And another Recon Directive. Alright. Pokepad and Boss's orders. He grabs up the Pokepad. We're going to use up Latias EX ability and put up Badoo with Itchy Pollen to the front. Itchy Pollen onto the Dunsparce. We're going to reset all of our Pokemon here. No more items on Patrick's turn. We're going to see some supporters, though, probably. He is flashing his hand. He is seeing lilies, and he's going to shuffle it away. Patrick's being a bit of a showman. A little hesitant coming in. He's a little bit of a new player to our store, so a little hesitant on the coming in the streamer room, but getting it. Let's draw up 8 cards here. And there's our Dunsparce. Let's draw our 3 cards and shuffle away Dunsparce. Bring up probably an Abra in order to get our Alakazam out some soon. That runaway draw here, really good in this Abra. It's pretty much what is filling up Abra's hand here with a bunch of cards. We're going to put up Dunsparce number 2. Looking to evolve once again. No items, but we've used our 1 supporter. We're going to risk it, he says. We're going to put on an energy, enriching energy, drawing more cards. And he got the Dunsparce to draw even more cards. He risked it and he got it. Able to shuffle away Dunsparce and all attached cards back into the deck, enriching energy. Really good with that Dunsparce ability as it repeats itself even more. We're going to put up Fan Rotom with that Fan Call. Probably attached. We've already attached our 1 energy. Never mind. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. Put up a replacement Dunsparce and move over to turn with Buckethead Arnell. Itchy Pollen's still going to be active here, probably. Just going to be using that. So let's first Recon Directive. Recon Directive number 2. We're gonna grab up. Yep, there it is. The Pult. Big man himself. Pokepad first, though. Get the Dusknoir anyways. That's what we want. And then we evolve immediately. Perfect. Perfect plays up in here. Probably try to knock out both Abras come soon, maybe? We're going to blast one Abra here. We're going to each go down one. There we are. And start replacing that Dust Noir with a Duskull. There is our Dragapult with the Neo Upper. We're going to retreat the Badoo, moving the Dragapult up front. We have not played. We're going to Hilda. There we are. There's our supporter. Hilda's going to be grabbing up our Evolution and Energy. I think Patrick is scooping on up here. I think he's just saying GG with this one. And that is Buckethead Arnell taking the game with a Dragapult and being able to absolutely knock out and control Patrick State. He could not get the rare candy into Abra, the Abra Evolution all the way up to Alakazam. Need to do some more stuff. Good job to Buckethead Arnell for winning our final game. Nice and quick here. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We've been Natural 20 Games. We play Friday Pokemon every single Friday. We stream our big tournament. 30 plus people on average. On average. Next week is going to be our challenge, so get and stay tuned with that one. In the meantime, take a look at our website, natural20gaming.com, to buy some cards and get things prepared for next Friday. At the same time, check out our socials, exclamation for our socials in the chat. That way you can check them all out. Find what you want to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all of the fun stuff. Natural20LV is usually what our handle for all that fun stuff. Drop a follow, drop a sub, get all that fun stuff. Good luck to all of our other players as they get their games done. Good luck to Luna in trying to get that top slot. Have a good night, y'all. Thank you guys so much for joining. We've been Natural 20 Games, and this has been Pokemon. Congrats to Arnell.